You're just going to have to give me a second.
I need that more.
If this doesn't work, then it just doesn't work. I tried. I had it going.
Very hard.
Brittany says she can see and hear.
Okay. I don't know. All right, so it says it's still broadcasting. I hope you guys can hear. All right, so let's start by introducing ourselves. Sheree, you're the first of all.
I'm Sheree. I've actually been involved with It Works for 2 years. On January 8th was my anniversary, so I was like, woohoo, this is my birthday month. I am so excited about where this company is going because from where we started till now, so many things have changed, so many new products, so many things that we can use to make our business grow. So after coming back from conference, we're super, super excited because we have this new fire and new, excitement that's going on in our company with everybody. I wasn't interested in starting any kind of business when I first heard about this, so I'm just going to tell you a little bit about how and why I got started. My aunt called me up from Michigan because I had moved down here from Michigan, and she's like, hey, you got to try this wrap. And of course, right away I was like, what are you talking about? And I said, no, I'm not interested. And I said, don't try it because it's just a waste of money because they're just going to take your money and, it's not going to work. And she's like, no. You don't just have to try it. You have to sell it. And I was like, double no. It's like, there's no way I'm going to go around and try and sell a wrap. So that was my initial thing. For months went by, she never commented about it again. So my mom came down to visit from Michigan, brought some wraps with her, and she's like, you got to at least try one. So I was like, well, if you're going to let me try one for free, I'll try it. So my sister, me, and my oldest son's girlfriend all tried a wrap. And that night I was signed up because after we took those wraps off, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, this really just happened. And it wasn't even my results. I had some good results, but it was my sister. She had had a C-section with her baby and had an area on her tummy that just would not go away. No spot from her C-section that was always going to be there from what we thought. She put that wrap on. 45 minutes later, that thing was lifted like she never had it. And I was like, what the heck? We're taking pictures. We're like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, every person is going to want to know about this, and I want to tell them all. So I was like, what do I have to do? Immediately, I went from, yeah, right, this is a joke. Don't even mention it to me again, to how do I get started? Because everybody is going to want this. And when they see the results, it changes everything. So I got started right then after trying my very first wrap, and been here since.
Very good. So I came about because this one was here. I'm a nurse. I've been in the medical profession for the past 13 years. And at the time I was actually doing another sales company, a very pink sales company and not the fun products, okay? And so I was trying to figure out how I could tighten and tone everything up too. I was working on my weight loss and things like that, but sometimes as a mommy, and especially after a C-section, you have loose skin that is not connected to your muscle anymore. It's just not. It was debrided and all sorts of other things. So I was trying to find something, and she was posting out on a buy-sell trade, and that's how I saw it. And so I friended her and followed her for a little bit, and then my hairdresser was going to go to a party that I was actually invited to as well. So we were going to go together. Well, I couldn't make it to that party, so I said, you go try the wrap. If it works for you, then I will go get a wrap and I'll buy it and I'll use it too. If it doesn't work for you, well, then you were the guinea pig. So I was getting my hair done the next day, and we're sitting there. She's telling me about the product. She showed me her after pictures. She had some friends go with her. She showed me their after pictures. And from there, and we were talking, she says, I just want you to know that I signed up to sell this. Well, she was on my team in that other pink company. So I said, okay, great. So We're talking about it, and as we are talking about it, the people in the other chairs that were getting their hair done started asking questions. So they were like, how much is the wrap? $25. Just $25? Yeah, I guess just $25. So she sold them a wrap. While they were sitting there getting processed, they had a wrap on. She made $125 just by talking to me about what she did at that party. So I said, I'm going to go home and I'm going to sign up. So don't be surprised if you see me pop up in the system and I'm going to go sign up, because whenever I'd worked my other company for a long time. I'd been with them for 3 years. I worked my way up to almost earn a car. We were on target several times to earn a car. We never made it. We always lost it in the last month. And it was stressful. I felt like I was always begging my team to buy products because it was a volume-driven company. And sales mattered, and it didn't matter if those people actually sold the products. You know, that was what we were taught. We need to teach them to buy the products. I hated that. So I knew that's what I did not want to do, because I don't like that. So whenever I saw how easy it was for her just to sit there and tell me about what she did at the party, we were just talking. There were eavesdroppers. They were just eavesdropping on our conversation, and she sold the stuff. So I went home and I signed up. It was a Friday. And we had been through several hard things. We before we had almost lost a house. If you think medical professionals don't get laid off, you're lying to yourself. I was laid off. I left with a big fat severance package, but we also had a big fat house. So that severance package lasted for maybe 2 mortgages. And so then I went from head of household to not. And then we lost over probably 60% of our income. So we were in the dirt. And if you get behind, it's really hard to get caught back up. So I actually bounced to get started. You do have to get started with a card. I had so many things out in limbo on Friday that whenever I bought my starter kit and my mini booster pack, I knew it was going to bounce, but it went through. It got accepted and it was on the way, and that's all I knew. And before it ever got there, I made sure I called everyone, talked to them, and sold literally all those wraps before they got there. And I booked 1 day to wrap all those people that I pre-sold a wrap to. And that's how I got started, and that's how I started moving on. So if you think that you don't or you can't afford it, that's just something you're telling yourself. You can make a way, find a way. Roll, change, sell something, purge, whatever you got to do. That's my story. So we have a guest. Are you going to say who you are? Tell us who you are, who you're here with.
They're asking you.
I'm just chilling out.
Very cool. Thanks for coming and chilling out with us, because you may know someone who might benefit from the products too. So it's always nice to know. Well, tell us your name. And
Isabella.
Hi, Isabella. So Beth just duct taped you guys up and threw you in the car and dragged you with, right? Yeah?
No, she duct taped her up, but she drugged me, and she came with him.
She came with me.
So
Have you heard about the company
Yeah.
before tonight?
Yes, I've seen the products. We live in the same house.
Oh, okay. So you do know, and you've seen.
very cool. So have you got to try it yet?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Oh my goodness. So it'll be like, we all threw someone out there for a guinea pig, but I promise it is so amazing. So what are you most intrigued? What do you want to learn about and try?
I guess the wrap for the
Tightening and toning. Definitely. Cool. Thanks for coming, Isabella. We really appreciate it. Beth.
I am here because of Tracy.
Mhm.
I was her guinea pig.
No.
I've had 2 kidney transplants, and when she wrapped me,
Yeah.
it brought all my scars. It really done, like, in 45 minutes, you could really tell a difference. And I signed up just a few weeks after that. 1 or after I signed up. I'm here because of Tracy.
You're standing, so you might as well.
But I think you know my story, but I'm just the skeptic. I'm the guy that lost 100 pounds that I've carried around for 10, 12 years, and looking for the next step to get the body that I'm looking for in the physique, the next cutting edge, whatever's going to help me. anybody loses 100 pounds, I don't have the fat. I've got the saggy skin that looks like a love handle. Obviously, I'm gonna get.
We're excited for you.
I'm Lisa. My new sister-in-law got me in on this, so wish she was here, but I did the fat fighters for a month or two, and then quit doing that, and I got into selling it, and that I did, so. And I've been on the 90-day challenge that we're all doing together, so.
Yeah, and you've lost
I've lost some inches, I can tell.
I told her I could tell too. I hadn't seen her since we were at Tuesday night. I said I could definitely see it in your face too.
I can tell because I got pictures of my neck and my arm. I can really tell a difference just in the core and the regular. So it's
it's the cleanse process, getting all those bad things out.
I'm Talima. I've been with the company for a while, but I haven't really dedicated myself to it, I don't guess. I get discouraged very easily, so I don't know.
But you love us and we got something that you like. Cause
I'm just coming back.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I love the product. Nobody could convince me that it doesn't work because I know that it does. It's just finding those people out there that
Let me ask a question. Each time that you've come back and you started posting and asking people about It Works, do people start talking to you? You start getting like, oh, well, what is this and what is that? So can you say that if you are committed and actually putting that word out there and talking to people, things do happen? It's when you kind of get discouraged and step back. Nothing's going to happen if you're not putting yourself out there.
Right. I mean, if you do what you need to do, you're gonna make it. I mean, it sells itself. You just you have to take the ups and downs.
Yes. Be committed.
Yeah.
Stay consistent.
It's not it doesn't happen in a week. It takes time. There's great stories of things that have happened, like for people. I know, look, we've had diamonds in 2 weeks? People get diamond
in 9
days.
Yes, 9 days.
Crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Nice.
So, I mean,
We're going to do that in our team too. We're going to do that.
We're gonna run with that. They were in the car a lot.
Yes.
Yeah,
Talking to another.
definitely. Well, I'm excited they can hear us. So
I know.
So tell us about. I'm not even gonna say your name.
I'm Peggy, and I'll be with It Works a year in May.
Yeah.
So I was a loyal customer for quite a while before ADT. It Works does exactly what the name says. It works. You just have to believe in it. I'll share, I guess, a little bit more later.
Yeah.
But I'm down 75 pounds, so it's all due to It Works products. And so the majority of the weight I started, when I started with It Works, I'll pass this picture around when I talk about the rats and stuff, but I want everybody to see because it's just wonderful. And the people, our leaders, are there. They are true people. They are there for us. And, I like sometimes I don't always want to hear what Tracy's got to say to me because it's not where I'm at right at that point in time. But then as soon as I get my act together and she says, Peggy, quit. I'm all back. So she does. She puts me back in my spot sometimes.
Love you.
We all need that. We all need that sometimes. If it's, it's the way I look at it. If I can be the leader that they are for me, then that's just what I want to be.
I'm Morgan. I married her only son. Snatched him up. I have been with It Works since September. She's actually the reason that I joined. I had watched her journey and watched all of her progress and her incredible results. And my husband was like, listen, we got to do something. And we got to make more money. Like, we got to start paying our student loans. Like, we got to do all this. I was like, well, if you like staying home with our daughter, like, I really don't think I want to go back to retail. Like, I have a college degree. Like, what are we going to do? And he's like, well, my mom's doing It Works, and the apparently it works really well because she's still doing it after all these months and has these great results. And I was like, all right. And she just happened to be visiting that time, and I was like, I walked out into the living room with my computer, and I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's sign me up. And she was like, okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
So here I am.
Yay. Your turn.
It's your turn.
My name is Jennifer. I was in the company a year on January 9th.
That's funny.
Our birthdays
Day
are
after.
I had a baby in June of 2013, and a friend of mine started selling these wraps, and she was like, you know, as soon as you get that baby out, we're putting a wrap on you. So I booked a party with her, and she couldn't make it, so Tracy's the one that did my party. And
That was God given.
yeah, it's like
It was
literally
God-given.
my mom and one other person showed up to my party, so I was like, okay.
But that's okay.
Yeah, and
It worked out
she
good.
put a wrap on me, and it pretty well blew my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I just had a baby, and this just did that, and I still didn't buy anything.
No.
Not a
That's
thing.
funny.
I was still a skeptic, and then she said auto ship, and I was like, I'm not working. I'm not doing no. And I was also in the paint company.
Yeah. I was getting lots of. We want
It
to go there.
takes
Never mind.
time. It takes time when you're in something else
Yeah,
to
to
decide.
decide to do
Because you
something
were
else.
talking to me for a while, then talking to Hannah, then talking to Heather. So it took her some time to really think about it. But then when she saw those 5 people say, hey, what is that? That's what changed. I
And
know
just
that's what
from
changed
what
her
she
mind.
said, I can say if you guys are worried about not having customers, it took whenever I talked to her, I didn't know her.
No, I had no
But then
clue.
someone else, I kind of knew them. And then someone who I knew well came into it. And so if you're wondering, whenever you start doing it, people who are more comfortable with you
Yes.
and don't know her but have talked to her, they are your friends. They're like,
Yes.
okay, that's okay. I can talk to Jennifer about that. So I can say that. And that's why I'm still on your team. But it didn't hook there is
Right.
only because of that relationship. We didn't have the friendship. It wasn't there yet.
I had no clue who she was.
Right.
I actually I didn't know anyone on my team before It Works, except
Exactly.
my mom.
Yeah.
It's the only person.
Yeah.
I didn't know anybody. So it was all from Facebook.
And now they're like a second family.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, she put the wrap on me in August, and I finally decided in January.
That's a long time.
It's a long time. It took 2 me like literally.
She sat down with me a couple times too.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
was just like, I spent, especially once I started looking at my income and my taxes that I had spent on the previous business, I
Yeah.
actually spent more money than I brought in.
Mhm.
And so I was like, and then I had my mom going, Jennifer, it's just a fad. It's going to come out as fast as it's coming in. And, you know,
You're
you
being
had your
told.
skeptics. And my mom was actually a loyal customer using the wrap.
Yeah.
But telling me to don't get into it, it's a fad, don't do it.
That's crazy.
And
Yeah.
actually, my dog got shot, and that was my breaking point. We had to save his life. And I was like, I gotta make money.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell some
A
wraps.
fast way.
So it
Just
just
another
kind
good
of-
thing about that point is you can have now money,
Yeah.
and that's what makes this company amazing is you can make that right now.
So I took my Christmas money and didn't tell my husband I was.
That's
I
okay.
hid the box for 2 weeks before I told him. I was like, oh, by the way, you're gonna have to babysit on Sunday. I have a party at 10.
Yeah. And we just celebrated your 1-year anniversary with It
Yes.
Works. Yeah. Definitely. Okay, so we are going to take you through what this business is so duplicatable that there is not anyone that if they can read and talk, they can do this. Even if they can't, they can get the gesture from pictures. It's that easy. Seriously, it's like reading to a kindergarten class. It's getting really warm in here.
It is.
I'm
It's
warm.
very hot.
Wonder if would anyone go tell Scotty maybe it's getting a little too warm?
It's because the doors are shut.
He turned the heat on when I came in too, though. All right, so where am I at? At the wrong end. So have you ever tried the wrap thing? So if I have someone and they're talking about something, I literally just say, have you tried it? They'll say no. Well, you have to try it because someone telling you isn't the same thing. You have to try it. You've got to put it on. You've got to smell it. You've got to feel what it feels like. Some people are warm and tingly, some people are cool and tingly, but it's just a different feeling. And then they can see their results. You can have results in as little as 45 minutes. It works for 72 hours. So the further in time that you go with it to its max capacity of the one wrap, the more result you're going to see from your before picture to your after picture. So with my customers now, I actually have been taking a before picture. If we're at a party, I will take an after, but I don't technically do it right at 45 minutes. I might wait, I might talk to them, I might share the products with them a little bit. I definitely will message them back to get that after picture of a day to 2 days to 3 days after, because it will blow their mind at the difference. It's really easy, it's affordable, and it is fun. If you go to a party, it is fun. Especially the people who are wearing the facial wrap, that's hilarious. So you have a different kind of atmosphere whenever you're at stuff like that, and it is nice to do. The other day before we went to the conference, I literally had my facial wrap on, and then I had fab wrap around my head, and then this way too, so that way it would stay all to my face. And the kids had fun with that. But you literally just take it out of the package. It's easy to use from the comfort of your home. If someone is worried about anyone seeing them, that's okay. Let them wrap while you yap. Just tell them about it. Tell them how to put it on, because it's so easy. You literally open the package, you take it out. Now, we have known people who don't even unfold it. They just stick it there, and they leave it for 45 minutes. And they have actually seen some sort of result, okay? Seriously.
Even with the square.
Even with the square, because it's a cloth. And you're going to feel some of the solution on the outside of the cloth too. So it's an actual cloth. But you'd want to unfold it all the way, okay? And then you just put it on whatever area you want to wear it. You can wear it in your tummy. You can wear it on your legs. You can cut it in half and wear it on your arms. You can do a back application. You can cut it in half and just do your love handles if you wanted to. You can literally wrap your calves if you can't get, okay, hopefully we're getting out of winter, but if you want to wear the tall boots, and your calves don't fit in it, you can wrap your calves. I have people who have knee and joint problems. It has eucalyptus, menthol, and some echinacea and stuff like that in it that will help reduce inflammation of their joints. So I know people who wrap their elbows and their knees.
I wrapped my right knee after surgery.
And it helped. It's very, very soothing. So you put it on, you're going to leave it there for at least 45 minutes. And that facial applicator I was talking about, don't wear your age on your face. We do have 2 applicators. One's the body applicator. It goes anywhere from the chin down. The facial applicator is just for the face. And please unfold it too, because it's supposed to have 2 eye holes, a nose, and a mouth hole, okay? So I had someone fold it halfway, and they cut themselves a new eye hole, and I'm just kind of, if you just really unfolded it, it would have worked out for you. But that's okay. I still love you. But this, it's a struggle, y'all. It's a struggle. But this is what it does, okay? This tightens, tones, and firms in as little as 45 minutes. It will reduce the appearance of cellulite and stretch marks. It gives you fast and long-lasting results that are botanically based. They are a botanoceutical-based gel that's on the wrap. So it smells botanical. It definitely smells mentholic. But what's really nice is you can only get this wrap through an It Works distributor. We do not have a big market person to compete with like Walmart. There are other companies and products that love their products so much, but Walmart tries to mimic it. So how many have gone and seen like your favorite Pampered Chef bowl literally that looks the same thing at Walmart? Or your makeup. If you have mascara, foundations, Walmart has it too. So they can't go to Walmart to get this. They have to come see a distributor. Become a loyal customer. That is like, for me, a duh kind of thing. If I have anyone that's interested in the products, loyal customer is a wholesale program. They can buy it for what we actually pay for it. They can even sign up for free to use this. And let's say in their second month, they decide they don't want to auto ship something for some unknown reason. They can pay a membership fee and they will still receive the products in the future at wholesale. So it's a super easy company. You're going to save up to 40% on all of your purchases. Why not just go ahead? I know that some people say, I just want to try it first. I want to see if it works. Well, why not try it at wholesale versus retail to start out with. Save a little bit of money to try it because we know it works. We couldn't think of a name other than we sat at the table and they said, I don't know, it works.
There you go.
But the stuff works. So that's how we became It Works. Oh, she's okay. But we have free wraps also for anybody that refers people through the Loyal Customer Program. In your first 30 days, you can earn as many boxes of free wraps as you want to just by referring people to a share wrap site that you're going to have. So try it. Just try it. All right. And then we're going to talk a little bit about wraps. So Peggy, the company starts with the wrap. That's what we lead with. Will you come up and tell us a little bit about the wrap?
On purpose, I think.
Yeah, she neglected that.
She wouldn't get a yes if she told you she had to stand in front of it.
Peggy has a really amazing story that I really want you to hear.
I started with using the wraps, and when I first started as a Loyal customer, I was mainly using like the greens, and I bought the wraps like 1 or 2 times, but honestly the wraps stayed in my drawer. I didn't use them as a Loyal customer. I used the greens and I really, really liked them. But once I signed up as a DT in May, I'll go ahead and start passing the picture. My story, the first picture, of course, I've got it labeled. I started in May of 2014, and in October of 2014 is when I was like, wow, okay. But to back up and why I started using the wraps was because I had gone to the plastic surgeon to see about getting a tummy tuck. And he came in and he looked at me, did my measurements and all of that, and he says, get dressed and I'll come back in and we'll talk. Well, I got dressed. He comes back in and he said, Peggy, I can't do it. He said, you do not qualify for a tummy tuck. He said, we are going to have to do a full body lift if you want it. I immediately started crying because I've had my main incision has been open 7 times. So I knew that my skin was no longer attached to muscles. The more weight I lost, the more my skin was hanging, and I couldn't handle it. And so as I was getting ready to leave, they stopped me, and he said, I want you to try something. He says, there's a company out there called It Works. They have body wraps. I want you to try them. And I will get back with you in October. So the 1st of October, I called him. I didn't wait for them to get back with me. I called him and I said, okay, I've lost 75 pounds since May, and I've been using the wraps very faithfully. And he said, can you send us a picture? And I said, I sure will. It was that picture I passed around. He called me within 15 minutes and he said, Peggy, you no longer qualify for a total body lift. You may only need a tummy tuck. But he said, from that picture, I can't even tell that you need a tummy tuck. I still personally feel like I need a tummy tuck, but it's nothing like it was before. Literally, no joke, that first picture, my stomach was hanging down to about here. And that is about how much the wraps have lifted my stomach. So I love my wraps. A few other different companies, and I gave up. This is one company I do not want to give up in. You know, I just, it's been there. I mean, what company doubles their bonuses? Come on, you guys. What company does that? So, love my wraps.
Way to go. Good job. I love your story. I know it's
too.
helpful while you were talking. With all of us in it.
Oh, wow.
It says, it's going to say, the future ambassador speaking. All right, so let's talk about, I know another amazing story that involves Fat Fighters. Fat Fighters is actually one of our nutritional supplements that we introduce later in the line. It's actually in one of our packs, but Lisa, will you tell us a little bit about your journey with the Fat Fighters, because you have an amazing story with them too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my sister-in-law got me to take the vet fighters probably 3 months ago. I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and try. And
I touched something and I lose it. There it is. Sorry. I was like, I just had it in my hand.
so within the first 2 weeks, I have actually seen a difference. I've got lupus, so I have tried every diet on the market there was, paid all kinds of money for them, and nothing ever helped. Within 2 weeks, I've noticed a difference with the inches. My rings were so loose, they would roll upside down. I couldn't keep them up. The inches on my waist were going, and I was really surprised because, there was nothing out there that ever helped. I just never really thought anything would help as good as this, and it felt better. I went from eating 4 to 6 snack meals, huge meals a day, down to 2 meals, down to 1 meal, maybe the size of my hand. It really did decrease my appetite. I'm eating a lot better now, so I'm really enjoying
So tell us how you take them.
I took them with my biggest meal, which my problem was I eat late at night. So I used to not eat after 5 o'clock was one of my diet programs, and that didn't work when you work at a pharmacy and you work till 9 o'clock at night. So I started taking them with the biggest meal I took, which was like 8 or 9 o'clock at night when my fiance would come home. Well, I started doing that, and then I quit eating so much, so I started taking it at the noon meal, and then at night I eat like maybe 1 or 2 things of yogurt. So I've really changed my diet around, and I'm feeling a lot better now. So
Good. Thank you so much. So Fat Fighters is probably one of our cheapest products. If anyone's even just looking to get started, maybe say it's a lifestyle change. There's nothing that is going to be permanent for you unless you make your lifestyle change. People can use some help. They say, do you guys know what the most important mineral or nutrient that you're missing out of your body? Do y'all know what that is? The one that you're not getting. It is. Do you not remember that?
I answered it.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
soft.
she did.
That's the one that you're not
posted
getting.
that while we were at conference, and everybody guessed and guessed
Oh,
and
yeah,
guessed
yeah.
and guessed and guessed and guessed. Nobody knew.
The most important nutrient that you need for your body is the one that you aren't getting. And sometimes, our groceries and our meals nowadays, they don't come from the farmers that are in our area. They're shipped here. Walmart's meat department and produce department arrives on a semi truck, okay, and they unload it. They have to make those vegetables last in your trip. You are lacking half probably the beta carotene from any carrots or any kind of tomatoes or anything like that arrives there. So you need to supplement. It's important. Your bodybuilders, your weightlifters, your people who are losing weight, they supplement. It's important. And for some people, things like this do help them. As long as they're starting to curb it and do their lifestyle change, they are feeling good. Why does anyone quit what they're doing? Because they don't see a change. So they give up. So the Fat Fighters are something that even someone who is so hard on money, they can start to see a difference. You take it after your meal. It actually uses a fruit extract called the Cactus neoputia. I hate that word, actually. It's down to the exact second I need to eat this molecule right here.